Anja Endmann is a student at the Chemnitz University of Technology. With the help of this age simulation suit, a patented design, in just 10 minutes she feels 70 years older. Anja Endmann can't hear very well inside the suit, but she says as long as she's standing still, it feels reasonably comfortable. But when she starts to move, the suit feels extremely heavy. It's an eye-opening experience. In the Department of Human Factors and Ergonomics, researchers experience firsthand how age affects mobility and coordination, sight and hearing. Their findings are factored into industrial production to ensure that the needs of the older generation are taken into account.
People are the first priority. What we do here is examine the effects of technology on people, and we try to structure and design the human-machine interface. Clearly, the subject of age and how it relates to the design of housing, job markets and products will become a matter of increasing urgency because this sector is growing.
Especially in Chemnitz, where 1 in 3 residents is over 60. Statistics show that the city is aging faster than anywhere else on the continent. It's home to too many old people and not enough children. At City Hall, history is cited as the main reason for this development.
After the collapse of communism, throughout the 1990s we saw an exodus of people to other parts of Germany, because that's where the work was. These days we have a well-functioning industrial base again, and we're even a high-tech hub. But the absence of the generation which left in the mid-1990s and started families elsewhere has left its mark on the demographic profile of Chemnitz.
The legacy of Marx and Engels, the legacy of communist East Germany. The city is still home to monuments to the era when Chemnitz was called Karl-Marx-Stadt and home to heavy industry. It's only now that the younger generation has stopped heading west. Relative affluence is returning to the city, and it has started addressing the needs of its seniors.
Older people have trouble getting around, so it's important to make the city more barrier-free. We've made it easier to get around central Chemnitz, where many streets are cobbled. That's a great benefit to the elderly, but it's also a boon to young families pushing baby carriages. We need to address such issues because all generations benefit.
Industry is also starting to adapt to the city's rapidly aging population. One example is Gemark, a microelectronics company where the average age of staff is significantly higher than in other businesses. Günther Wolf is 74, but he still comes in twice a week. His experience and expertise are in big demand.
Obviously, we don't want to end up on the scrap heap. We aren't getting any younger. But you gain a lot of experience in the course of your working life, and it's a good idea to pass on what you know to the younger generation.
They also appreciate the setup.
Absolutely. Professor Wolf has a wealth of experience he can share with me. I can always ask him for advice, and for that reason he provides a valuable service.
Back at the university in Chemnitz, the lecture hall is rarely this full. Over 800 elderly residents have enrolled for the Senior Citizens Lecture Series. The idea was developed by Professor Roland Schöne, who's also present for today's topic, the future of the European Union.
Our seniors tell us that these lectures, which have been taking place for over 18 years, have helped them feel fitter, more active. They've helped them find friends and even partners, and they've learned a lot about Germany, Saxony and the world.
At Chemnitz Tech, Anja Endmann is researching the topic of driving and the elderly. How easy is it for senior citizens to get into the driving seat? How do they react in traffic? She hopes that life will be much easier for the elderly by the time she herself retires. So, how does it feel?
I'm glad my 80th birthday is still a long way off.